globe. You are all welcome to this beautiful, very exciting session with the Paradise World Partners and the Phyto Big Players. As to be expected, you are in for a very good session. It always happens. And it's by no other but the very guru and bishop of phytoscience, like we'd call him. I am going to introduce to you someone many of you know, some of you may not know, but one in whom I'm well pleased. That is my suffix for his my title for him. And by the time you hear him talk and you get to hear other things about him, you know why I call him the rock star in my team. He is a professional to the core and has proven himself to be prolific, not just in his professorial position, but he has also shown his dexterity and his accomplished position as a phytoscience network app. I'm calling on board to speak with us today to take us through all we need to know on the topic of health and our products. This evening, no other person but Professor Adeloye, Babatunde Adeloye. Please welcome him with a round of applause. All the emojis, they're available to you there. There's the applause, there's a celebration, there's a thumbs up, there's the love. Please lavish this on him. Prof, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That is our mother in the business, the mother to Paradise World Partners and Phyto Players. Thank you so much, ma'am. A warm evening, a warm afternoon, and a warm evening.
Prof, could you increase your volume? Is it only me? You seem to be a bit low.
Can you hear me, ma?
Okay, yes, I can hear you, but it seems slightly lower than what I expected. Maybe it's just me.
My voice is quite loud.
Not only you, ma. I'm also experiencing low volume. Maybe you should please increase the volume a little bit. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Is it better now? I'm practically shouting.
Yeah, sorry about that, sir.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Let's check your settings. Okay, somebody office says you sound fine, so maybe it's just us.
All right, thank you.
Can go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Warm evening, afternoon, and morning to our wonderful guests in the house, members of Phytoscience. You are most welcome to today's meeting. We are quite aware that you don't have much time on your hands, but in spite of all that, you are able to squeeze up some time to be with us this evening. We are most grateful. My name is Adeloye Adebowale Babatunde, and tonight I represent the team of my big sister, Osato, Paradise World Partners, and my team, Phyto Big Players. We are going to reveal tonight what our products are, what they can do for us, and then, yeah, you might also want to be a member of the team, the Phytoscience team, and then be of immense usefulness along this line to the whole world in its entirety. Most times we are not going to be aware of how far we are going to reach because we are likely to touch people we might never meet. But we are going to make life easier for some people, for their children, for their parents, and we are going to see how we are going to go about this tonight. Now I'm going to go straight into my slides. So Paradise Wet partners and Phyto big players are presenting to you this night the lymphatic system. This is one of the most important systems in the human body. We're going to see how the lymphatic system works on a daily basis, and then how it can protect us from illnesses. Now, what is the lymphatic system? It's just a network of vessels, tissues, and organs that are necessary for fluid balance in the body. You know, when the blood flows through the body, part of the fluid leaks into our tissues. And if nothing is done about this can cause a lot of problems for the body. The lymphatic system takes away excess fluid and leaks into the body from the bloodstream and then returns it to the blood. In the process, we're going to see how it works and how it helps to defend the body against infection by supplying lymphocytes, which are white blood cells, which are the body's part of the body's defense system. Now let's see what happens. Blood circulates through the body. Blood plasma leaks into tissues through capillaries. Interstitial fluid containing oxygen, glucose, and amino acids and other nutrients are needed by the tissue cells. Most of the fluid seeps immediately back into the bloodstream, but a little bit of it, together with some particulate matter, is left behind inside the body. It is the job of the lymphatic system to remove the fluid and the materials from the tissues and then return them to the lymphatic system, that is to the bloodstream. And this prevents a fluid imbalance, which will result in organism's death. The fluid and protein get back into the body stream via the lymphatic capillaries, and this drain into the larger lymphatics. The vessels converge to two large lymphatic trunks, the right lymphatic trunk and the thoracic duct. This drain into the subclavian vein. Now, unlike the blood circulation system that is pushed through by the heart pumping, muscles contract to push the lymph across the vessels. And of course, there must be some valves to prevent the lymph from leaking or flowing backwards. So valves will prevent the lymph from flowing backwards. And lymphatic vessels are punctuated at intervals by lymph nodes. We're going to see more about lymph nodes later. And then these lymph nodes remove foreign materials such as infectious microorganisms from the lymph, filtering through them. What are the functions of the plasma? Immunity. It produces white blood cells, that is T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. Blood clotting. It maintains blood pressure, blood volume, pH balance in the body, transport blood cells, nutrients, proteins, waste products, and hormones throughout the body. You can see just how important the plasma system is to the body. Now, there are two primary lymphoid organs. These are the bone marrow and the thymus. We are going to see as we go on how all this will come into play. There are also some secondary lymphoid organs where further differentiation occurs. Now, the important thing about the primary sites, the T and B cells, for instance, the two types of cells are produced inside the bone marrow. Now, B cells will mature inside the bone marrow, while T cells will move into the thymus, where they will further differentiate into T cells and produce more of themselves to help take care of our system in defending the system. Lymphocytes derive from stem cells in the bone marrow. Lymphocytes are white blood cells, and our protective B stem cells remain in the bone marrow where they mature. That is why we give them the name B cells. Prospective T cells will migrate to the thymus, where they will undergo further growth. And mature B and T lymphocytes are transported via the bloodstream to the secondary lymphoid organs. We are going to see what these ones are later, where they become activated by contact with foreign materials such as infectious agents, which we call antigens or particulate matter. Now, the thymus. Now, this is where the T cells differentiate, where they mature and differentiate. The thymus appears early in fetal development and continues to grow until puberty. The fantastic about it is that the important thing about it is that after puberty, the thymus begins to shrink. So there's a decreased level of production when it comes to the production of T cells. And that is going to be very important in what we are going to discuss tonight. By the age of 75, the thymus is just a mass of fat. And most of the T cells have been produced by the time the person hits birth. Now, let us take a look at how these cells are produced in the body. In previous class meetings, we have talked about different types of stem cells. Multipotent stem cells, we said, are not as versatile as pluripotent stem cells, the kind of cells you find inside the placenta. But they can still differentiate into a good number of stem cells, some of which are the common myeloid progenitor and common lymphoid progenitor. Progenitor cells are cells that are, just as the name implies, they are still going to be able to give birth to some other cells. Now, the common lymphoid progenitors can produce natural killer cells, which are a part of the defense system of the body, or they can produce small lymphocytes because natural killer cells are usually larger than T cells and B cells. So small lymphocytes are mainly T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. The ones we've been talking about before, we can just say they are T cells and B cells. Now let us talk more about the other parts of the lymphatic system. Lymph nodes. You must have noticed some of the lymph nodes before. If you touch the lower part of your jaw, you'll notice that there's a pin-shaped gland. That's the lymph node. And they are all over the body. So many of them all over the body. And their job is to filter out the damaged cells and cancer cells. And they produce and store lymphocytes, that is white blood cells and other immune system cells that attack and destroy bacteria and other harmful substances in the body. And they are connected to others by the lymphatic vessels. What are lymphatic vessels? These are the vessels that collect and filter lymph at the end of the nodes and operate very much like our veins do, work under very low pressure, as we said earlier, and a series of valves in them to keep the fluid moving in only one direction, quite unlike blood circulation. Now, what are the collecting ducts? They empty into the right lymphatic duct and the left lymphatic duct. They connect to the subclavian vein, which returns lymph to the bloodstream. And that is a vein that runs below your collarbone. Returning lymph to the bloodstream helps to maintain normal blood volume and normal blood pressure. It also prevents excess fluid from building up in the body. Now, these are the primary, we've talked about the primary lymph organs. Let us now talk about the secondary lymph organs. This is where the T cells are stored. These organs will help us to sift out germs and dead cells, the way our lymph nodes, as we described earlier, do. The spleen will filter and store blood and produce white blood cells that fight infection or disease. The tonsils, we are familiar with the tonsils and adenoids. They trap pathogens from food and the air. They are the body's first line of defense against foreign invaders because through the mouth, a lot of germs can come in. Peyer's patches are small masses of lymphatic tissues in the mucous membrane that line the small intestine. What they do is to monitor and destroy bacteria in the intestines. The appendix contains lymphoid tissues that can destroy bacteria before they breach the intestine wall during absorption. And they could play a role in housing good bacteria and repopulating our gut with good bacteria after an infection has cleared. Now, the body's defense system has part of it.
Please unmute, Prof. You're muted.
Please, what was the last thing you heard, ma? Where was I before I got muted?
That was just a few seconds ago.
So was I still okay up to this point, ma?
Yes.
Okay. The defense system of the lymph consists of B cells, which mature in the bone marrow and produce antibodies to tackle invading antigens, and T cells which mature in the thymus and latch on to invading antigens to kill them. And also within the thymus, they learn not to attack their own body tissues. But in some situations, T cells still manage to attack healthy cells. We are going to see this a little bit later. We talked about autoimmunity the other time, and this is what we are talking about. Memory cells. The first time your body comes in contact with an antigen is an invader. The T cells and the B cells will come up and tackle the antigen. And then the body learns to know how to tackle it. So there will be some leftover B and T cells because after tackling the antigen, most of the B and T cells might die, but some will remain. And these are the ones we call leftover B and T cells. They are memory cells. And having fought a certain war before, they retain in their memory the experience of that particular ailment. So when such an antigen comes in contact with the body again, they are more experienced, they tackle such antigens more quickly than they did the first time. But we of course know that some of these things might mutate. So if they mutate, the memory cells might not be able to tackle these antigens as effectively as they should. In a person with allergies, white blood T cells will recognize an allergen as a foreign and release materials, chemicals in response. These chemicals will travel through the blood and instruct another kind of white blood cell, the B cells, to produce IgE antibodies. This is where there can be a problem. What's an allergy? An allergy is what ordinarily should not have troubled the body. But the T cells think they are enemy cells. And what do? They attack the body, causing what we call an inflammation. So T cell dysfunction, what we're talking about, promotes systemic and autoimmunity in a variety of common rheumatic diseases, including rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus, erythematous, myositis, psoriasis, and vasculitis. And these are the same cells that cause type 1 diabetes by attacking the beta cells inside the pancreas. Well, they have their usefulness, but at times they can also go out of control and attack healthy cells in the name of allergies and autoimmunity. Now, T cell senescence and aging. B cells are produced continuously in the bone marrow, but T cells, as we said earlier, begin to decline. There's what we call naive T cells. These are T cells that have not engaged in any battle. But when there's a battle to fight, T cells will fight the battle, and then some of them will die, and others will become memory cells. What that means is that T cells will age. So a steady decline in the production of fresh naive T cells, more restricted T cell receptor repertoire, and weak activation of T cells are some of the effects of aging. So as you are aging, your T cells are also going to age. Since T cells are no longer much in production after puberty, you can now see why we begin to age around the age of 25. We're going to talk more about T cells later. That is along the line of what we can do to enhance the production of human T cells. There are some scientific articles along this line. For instance, human T cell immunosenescence. You know, this is talking about senescence of cells is the dying of cells, and inflammation in aging by Asson et al. In 2021. And this is what they concluded. By illustrating how cell research using advanced technology is uncovering clues at the core of inflammation and aging, some of the preliminary work in this field is already improving our understanding of the complex mechanism by which immunosenescence of T cells is intertwined during human aging. This is what I've been saying all along. As we age, our stem cells age. And more importantly, our T cells age. What that means is that we are less able to fight infection. Also, Caruso and co. and et al., as we usually say, also carried out a study, Immunity and Aging, in Radcliffe Encyclopedia of Immunobiology, Volume 5, Oxford Academic Press in 2016, pages 127 to 132. And let us hear this also. The reduced ability to respond to new antigens is linked to a decreased number of peripheral naive T and B cells. Naive T cells are abundant in youth, but may become used up by exposure to microorganisms over the course of life, hence differentiating into memory lymphocyte subsets, as we talked about earlier. As they fight, some of them die, and some just become memory cells that can easily recognize antigens that are coming in. In addition, their number decreases following the evolution of primary lymphoid organs because age-related defects have been observed in their stroma. Immunosenescence and its hallmarks, how to oppose aging strategically, a review of potential options for therapeutic intervention. Immunology, Frontiers of Immunology, 25th of September 2019. Now, presentations differ among causes, but T cells insufficiency generally will manifest as unusually severe common viral infections, that is respiratory, syncytial virus, rotavirus, and so on, diarrhea, and eczematous or erythrodermatous rashes. Helper T cells become activated by interacting with antigen-presenting cells. Helper T cells are another kind of T cells. What they do is to interact with an antigen that is coming into the body, and then such as macrophages. Antigen-presenting cells ingest a microbe. That is, macrophages will ingest a microbe and partially degrade it and export fragments of the microbe, that is antigens, to the cell surface where they are presented in association with class 2 MHC molecules. Now, what are the diseases of the lymphatic system? The commonest of them is lymphadenopathy, which is when your lymph nodes swell up. Now, when there's an infection in the body, some of these infectious antigens can get locked up in the lymph nodes. So this will cause an enlargement of the lymph nodes, swelling due to the blockage. And then cancers involving the lymphatic system will make the lymph nodes to swell up. When bacteria are recognized by the lymphatic fluid, the lymph nodes make more infection-fighting white blood cells, which can cause further swelling. Now, lymphadenopathy is usually caused by infection, inflammation, or cancer. Now, inflammatory or autoimmune immune conditions can result in the enlargement of lymph nodes. Lymphoma is the cancer of the lymph nodes. So lymphocytes can grow and multiply uncontrollably. We know that that is what happens in the case of cancer. Some cells just grow uncontrollably. There's also Casuman disease. This is a group of inflammatory disorders. They cause your lymph nodes to enlarge, can result in multiple organ dysfunction. Though not a cancer, it is often treated with chemotherapy. Lymphangiomatosis involves multiple cysts or lesions formed from lymphatic vessels, thought to be a result of genetic mutation. Lymphatic filariasis is a parasitic disease caused by a thread-like worm which infects the lymphatic system. You can have millions of them infecting the lymphatic system. These microscopic worms will enter the bloodstream through mosquito bites and travel to the lymph node where they grow and reproduce, causing that serious health issue we call elephantiasis. Then you can also have tonsil stones, which are small bits of debris. When small bits of debris catch onto the tonsils, then white blood cells will attack the debris, thinking they are enemies, and leave behind a hard biofilm that breathes oxygen. This will look like prunes, which they have crevices where bacteria can accumulate, and this can cause the person to have mouth odor. Now, today we are going to talk about pneumonia, which is an infection that is caused by an inflammation in the air sacs in one or both lungs. Now, air sacs may fill with fluid or pus, and this will cause the person to cough, and there could be phlegm or pus, fever, chills, and difficulty in breathing. Now, this could range from mild to life-threatening levels. It is most serious in young children and people above the age of 65. Now, COVID-19 brought to life just how important or just how serious pneumonia can be. It's one of the major illnesses associated with COVID-19. We are going to see later a little bit about this. Now, what are the symptoms of pneumonia? Shortness of breath, chest pain when you breathe or cough, confusion or changes in mental awareness. That is more in the case of those who are above the age of 65. Fever, sweating and shaking, chills, cough which may produce phlegm, fatigue, lower than normal body temperature. Again, that will apply to people who are above the age of 65 years and above. And then there could also be nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. What are the causes of pneumonia? With bacteria, fungi, or viruses. Now, there are different ways one can contract this ailment. It could be community acquired. Community acquired pneumonia is mainly from bacterial infection. It is milder, but it is more common among smokers than among non-smokers. And for smokers, this can become very serious, could be life-threatening. It could also be caused by fungi. So, weakened immunity, chronic health issues, large doses of fungi inhaled. And could also be due to viruses, mild, the symptoms will be mild, can become very serious in some cases. In most cases, is the cause among children that are less than 5 years of age. And then viruses that can cause flu or cold can also cause pneumonia. Now, there's also hospital-acquired pneumonia. This is related to those who have to stay in the hospital for a period of time. And for instance, they have to make use of ventilators, let's say in the intensive care unit. This could be due to bacterial infection, and could be more serious than the community-acquired pneumonia. Then there's also healthcare-acquired pneumonia due to bacterial infection. It's as serious as hospital-acquired pneumonia, and then it's more prominent among people who have to stay long time in healthcare facilities. There's also aspiration. Now, if instead of the food passing through your throat, you get to inhale it, the food can, let's say food, drink, vomit, or saliva, can get into your lungs. And germs from such a foreign body can make you to have pneumonia. What are the risk factors of pneumonia? It could weaken or suppress your immune system. For instance, who have HIV/AIDS, for instance, if they have such a condition, they are at risk because pneumonia can easily have its way with them. So people who have had HIV/AIDS, who have had organ transplant, or who receive chemotherapy or long-term steroids are at risk. Now, being hospitalized, as we said earlier, we are at a greater risk of having pneumonia, especially if you have been in the hospital's intensive care unit and maybe you have been on the ventilator. Those who have chronic diseases are more likely to get pneumonia. For instance, they have asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or heart disease. Smokers are also liable to have pneumonia because smoking damages your body's natural defenses against the invasion of bacteria and viruses, and this can cause pneumonia. What are the complications of pneumonia? Bacteria could get inside the bloodstream from the lungs. And once that happens, this can spread infection to other organs in the body and potentially cause organ failure. There could be difficulty in breathing. If severe or there's a chronic underlying lung condition, there could be difficulty in breathing enough oxygen. So such a person might need to go on a ventilator while the lungs heal. We have seen situations like that under COVID-19. Now, fluid will also accumulate around the lungs, and this is because fluid build up around the lungs, and if the fluid is infected, it needs to be drained through a chest tube, or maybe the surgery will have to be carried out to get rid of the fluid. There can also be lung abscess, that is, pus forms in a cavity in the lung. In that case, you may need some antibiotics. You may also need surgery. Now, what about COVID-19 and the impact of pneumonia on COVID-19? Most people usually have mild or moderate symptoms with COVID-19. The usual thing, cough, fever, the symptoms of a flu, and then there's shortness of breath. But some get severe pneumonia in both lungs, and then the lungs are the organs most affected by COVID-19. And then when the lungs seem to be filled with fluid, the person gets the feeling that he's drowning, difficult to breathe, and things like find it difficult to breathe. Now, how do you prevent pneumonia? Vaccination for children less than 2, and adults greater than 65 years of age, and other adults who might need it. Good hygiene, avoid smoking, and then keep your immune system strong. Have a healthy diet, exercise, get good exercise, get enough sleep, and of course, Phytoscience stem cell products will boost your immunity. Now, let us see what pneumonia and stem cells, let's see the interaction between pneumonia and stem cells, because we are going to be talking about stem cells and how stem cells can help your body. How will stem cells help you with your pneumonia? Now, the most common treatment for pneumonia is through steroid therapy. But you know that long-term steroid usage is harmful. It can cause, among so many other health issues, osteoporosis and then attendant fractures. The individual might experience changes in mood, muscle weakness, blood vision, and lower resistance to infection. And this has been done by Kebria et al. 2022 in a review article in Molecular Biomedicine. And this is what he has to say. I mean, this is the title of their paper. Mesenchymal stem cells alleviate idiopathic pneumonia syndrome by modulating T cell function through this particular axis. Now, idiopathic pneumonia syndrome is a kind of pneumonia that is very dangerous. Though it's not infectious, it's very dangerous. But you can see that T cells, stimulating T cells, will also help with this kind of dangerous health issue. And this is what they have to say. In the past, many researchers have conducted various studies on the immunomodulatory properties of stem cells. This property of stem cells led them to modulate the immune system of autoimmune diseases. That is, stem cells modulate the immune system of autoimmune diseases like diabetes, especially type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and Parkinson's disease. Because of their immunomodulatory properties, stem cell-based therapy employing mesenchymal or hematopoietic stem cells may be a viable alternative treatment option in some patients. By priming the immune system and providing cytokines, chemokines, and growth factors, stem cells can be employed to build a long-term regenerative and protective response. That is awesome. We can also look at the work of Kao et al. 2021 in the journal Stem Cell Research and Therapy, volume 378 of 2021. Mesenchymal stem cells alleviate idiopathic. Okay, we've seen this. Now, the stem cell revolution. Now, our body is made up of many different types of cells. Now, most of our cells are specialized to perform particular functions. For instance, red blood cells carry oxygen and nutrition to all parts of the body, but they cannot divide into more other kinds of cells. Liver cells can produce energy. or make carbohydrates and fats, but they don't divide except when there's an injury. Now, liver cells are fantastic. Liver is the only organ in the body that heals itself. When there's an injury to the liver, liver cells that have been quiescent all along will wake up and regenerate the liver. In extreme cases where they cannot regenerate the liver, then the person has to undergo liver transplantation. Now, stem cells are mother cells, and they provide new cells for the body as it grows and replace specialized cells that are damaged or lost. In what ways can the stem cells be damaged? We make use of stem cells every day. The environmental factors can also affect stem cells. Radiation, ultraviolet rays can affect stem cells. So we produce stem cells, but we also get them damaged almost every day. They work, they get damaged. So it behoves us to try to see how we can generate more stem cells. As we have seen, T cells, we said, by the age of 25, you can no longer produce them as much as you used to. In fact, more or less, you can no longer produce T cells. Now, they have the stem cells have two unique properties that enable them to do this. They can divide over and over again, producing more stem cells that is of their nature. And they can also divide and change into the other types of cells that make up the body. That is amazing. We're going to see just how this will help us as we go on, because this is what the world has been waiting for. If stem cells can divide into other cells that make up the body, and we know the job of stem cells is to regenerate every organ and every tissue in the body, and we're able to do this using stem cells, then it is amazing. That means that man will live to be 120 years of age and in good health too. Let us see how. Now, as we said before, stem cells can differentiate into liver cells, nerve cells, blood cells, cardiac cells, and any other kind of cell that is in the body. Indeed, every organ and tissue in the body was created in the mother's womb by pluripotent stem cells that are inside the placenta. Now, how did we come about what we are going to present to you today? This great man, Fred Zulli, in 2008, made a great discovery. In Switzerland, there's a kind of apple, not sweet, and it was going into extinction because nobody was interested in cultivating an apple that was not going to sell. But one thing was peculiar about this apple, or rather two things. It has a great regenerative property in the sense that if a bird should peck it while it's still on the tree, instead of oxidating and turning brown, it will regenerate itself and seal up. That's amazing. Now, if you pluck this apple, 4 months after plucking, it has not wrinkled, let alone become bad. This man felt that there must be something unique about this apple. And through biotechnological process, which we call Phytoscience, he was able to culture the stem cells of this apple. And in such a way, you can put a little bit of this under your tongue, and just 0.1% concentration of this wonderful product will ginger your body into producing 80% of its own stem cells, which can then go into any area of the body that has a problem and regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body. So it is that by taking our products, we are taking the products for maybe diabetes. Not only is it taking care of your blood sugar, it is rebuilding your cardiovascular system that might have been destroyed by diabetes. It is rebuilding your eyes see better. Your gums are much better. Your gums that were being destroyed by diabetes are now much better. And then you'll feel much better all over your body. If you have some sores, you notice that they are healing. Your gastrointestinal system is getting better because the whole of your body gets a walkover. So turning you into a new person. Now imagine taking this kind of product for 3 months, 6 months, and longer. The entire body is regenerated as if you are just getting a new you. Now, if you have such a groundbreaking, earth-moving product, then you need a marketing guru to handle the marketing angle for you. You can't be the one producing and be the one marketing. So you want to specialize in producing the products. Then one other group of people will be marketing for you. And that's where our founder, Lymphatic Pen, came in. Yeah, you have good products. I can help you to market the good products you have because I have a good experience when it comes to network marketing. I can help you to market. And what are you going to do? You are going to make the world better for a large number of people by putting money in their pocket and then making them healthy using your product. And this culminated in the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between these two great companies, Biber Biochemistry of Switzerland and Phytoscience of Malaysia in May 2013. So if anybody, you see, this is the first of its kind. This is the first stem cell product in the world. Some people might tell you that they have stem cell products, but this is the original stem cell product. That is why we are bold enough to write original stem cell on our double stem cell, as we're going to see as we go on. Now, this is our range of products. We are going to take these products one at a time. Now, double stem cell, as I said earlier, is the origin of stem cells. Now, this is a fantastic product. Before any other product came in, this was the only product with which miracles were being wrought by members of Phytoscience. Now, it contains the Swiss apple, as we said earlier, acai berry, blueberry, and burgundy grapes. Swiss apple and burgundy grapes were made via Phytoscience. They are stem cell products. That is, they come in the form of stem cells. While acai berry and blueberry are phytonutrients. We know what phytonutrients are. Phytonutrients are the mechanism through which plants defend themselves. If, for instance, you break a fresh plant, you notice that there's some frothy stuff at the point where you have broken the stem. This is the job of phytonutrients. So that's why plants have stem cells. In fact, their stem cells are versatile. And you can now see why plant stem cells will also help human cells to proliferate. Unlike human stem cells, plant stem cells go on generating and regenerating forever, so to speak. Now, what will the Swiss apple do for you? It will protect your skin stem cells while delaying the body's natural aging process. It will slow down the wrinkling of your body and it will restore new tissues. You can go on and on about what the Swiss apple can do for you, but let us move on to the other products, other constituents of double stem cell. Acai berry. This will give you a healthy heart. We make you lose weight in a healthy way, so natural weight loss. It will boost your immune system, and it also has anti-aging effect. Blueberry will boost your immune system, it will aid you in weight loss and promote a healthy urinary tract and improve your heart rate. Now, when you have an improved heart rate, what does that mean? It means that there's less pressure on your heart, because the heart does not need to overwork pumping blood through your heart. You're also going to see that since our product will make your cardiovascular system to regenerate, clearing off the debris on it due to the plaque that might have accumulated over a period of time, it will also make your heart to pump more easily. There will be less friction along the cardiovascular system. Now, what will burgundy grapes do for you? Protect your skin stem cells and promote vitality and healthiness of your entire body. Now, the next product is crystal cell. This is an upgrade to double stem cell. Now, it has, in addition to whatever you might have had under double stem cell, tomato phytonutrients. And what will this give to you? Tomato has additional anti-inflammatory effect. It will protect you against ultraviolet rays and speed up wound healing, which is why this product is preferred when it comes to diabetics that have sores. Crystal cell will work from inside because of its additional healing powers. And while you spray one of our products that we are going to see later on the outside. Now, it is rich in colorless carotenoids, phytin, and phytoflavonoids. Now, phytin and phytoflavonoids will shield your body from 2 different bands of ultraviolet rays. So it will act as UV absorber and as antioxidants and as anti-inflammatory agents, one of the most effective ways of naturally protecting your cells from damaging free radicals. So what are the health benefits of double stem cell and crystal cell? They will slow down the aging process, combat chronological aging, protect epidermal skin from UV stress, improve your cellular health, boost your immunity, which is very important. If we are talking about pneumonia, if your immunity is boosted, you are less likely to encounter pneumonia. To give you a better heart health, it will ensure better blood circulation, improve your mental action, it will neutralize free radicals, help promote urinary tract health, preserve your vision, and help you with chronic inflammation. Preserve vision. You see, when we introduce this product to people, most times they don't know what we are offering them. As we age, our eyes begin to weaken, our gums begin to weaken. What happens? We are less likely to see perfectly as we used to. Long-sightedness will come in, or short-sightedness, or a combination. You see people using by glasses, for instance. What I mean by that is that you see concave and convex combined because they cannot see
bifocals.
Bifocal, yes.
Bifocal lens.
Bifocal lens. Now they can't see far and they can't see near, so they need convex and concave lens combined to see far and closer objects. That means the eyeballs are no longer flexible enough to carry out what we call accommodation in physics. Accommodation is the procedure by which your eyeballs can either become flattened or become oblong, so as to be able to focus closer objects and farther objects. Now, if you take our products, this will make sure that your eyes are kept in good condition. So you are able to maintain accommodation with your eyes for a longer period of time. Now, you may not live forever. Of course, all these things we wear down with it, but you age gracefully, far better than somebody who does not take these products. Now, what about our gums? If you take these products, they will rebuild your gums. A lot of the problems we have with aging comes from our gums. Once your gums become weakened, then bacteria can enter the gums. It will start with inflammation of the gums. And then from there, if you don't take action, it will progress to the bone under the gums and then destroy the bones. What happens is that you lose your teeth. We don't want to grow old and then be unable to chew or have so many problems with our teeth. So these products will help you to regenerate your gums and block the gums in such a way that bacteria cannot penetrate. Now, how do you take double stem cell and crystal cell? You pour a sachet, usually sachet, under your tongue. There's the bilingual gland is under the tongue, where the tongue links up with the lower palate. You pour the powder there 2 hours before the first meal of the day. Now, it will seep into your body. Let it stay there for maybe 10, 15 minutes. By the end of 15 minutes, most of what you need must have been taken in by the body. That will make it go straight into the brain and interact with your brain. The brain knows where the problem is in the body, and it will make the body generate the stem cells that take care of any problem. And if it's something to do with the brain, like Parkinson's disease or developmental problem, since the brain is the first port of call for our products, you can be sure that a speedy action is taken on such problems. Now, after 15 minutes, you take a sachet of pure water. If you are in Nigeria, we call it pure water. but that is just 50 cl of water. Take 50 cl of water, and then for the rest of the day, you're going to need a minimum of 2 liters of water. Put these products on a child. A child will not be able to take 50 cl after the maybe half sachet of the powder has dissolved into the body. So you might give such a child 25 cl of water, and for the rest of the day, perhaps 1 liter of water. But of course, if an individual is battling kidney disease, you want to follow what the doctor said you should do. Don't take more than this amount of water. You don't take more than that amount of water. We don't go against doctors and prescriptions. In any case, if you are taking prescriptions, prescription products, medications, you continue with whatever you are taking. We don't ask you to drop your medication. If you have been billed for surgery, we don't say don't go for your surgery. We say take our products. They will help your body before the surgical operation. They will also help you to recover by supplying, by making your body to generate stem cells that will help you heal and make your body better. Make it easier for you to handle whatever is coming in from the surgical operation you are undergoing. If you are undergoing chemotherapy, go ahead with your chemotherapy. Our products will help you. While other people are suffering, they'll be wondering, how are you managing to make it? You are looking so robust, so healthy, you have not lost any weight. Your hair is quite okay, you have not lost your hair. What is the secret? It is because you have fortified yourself with our stem cell products. Now, what will double stem cell and crystal cell do for you? Name it: Parkinson's disease, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, cardiovascular diseases, liver disease, kidney disease, sickle cell anemia, Crohn's disease, asthma, gum disease, Alzheimer's disease, cerebral palsy. We can go on and on and on, but it is certified. These products can take care of over 200 serious ailments and a lot more ailments we think are not serious. Most times, you don't even know that this particular condition is an ailment until you take our product. At times, the diagnosis is unknown. Take our products. I told you about the girl that had a painful knee since she was a child. So many x-rays, so many doctors. The doctors could not pinpoint any problem with the knee. Yet this girl would stay awake throughout the night, on some nights, crying, keeping the mother awake. And in just 3 days, that problem was a thing in the past. So when there's diagnosis unknown, go on our products. There are 2 ways to it. They can make the diagnosis known and then help you with it. Even if the diagnosis is unknown, the products can correct whatever the problem is. Now, the next product is Snowy Fort. This is another amazing product. When you pick on any of our products, it's as if you can just keep talking and talking and talking, on and on, but you are limited by time. This product has 3 main constituents: mulberry leaf extracts, wheatgrass, and snow algae. Each of these is a powerful product on its own. Now, what does mulberry leaf do for you? It will promote heart health. It has sugar blocking properties, which is why this product is invaluable for those who are diabetic. Now, it will fight the buildup of bad cholesterol. It will help you with your cardiovascular system. Because bad cholesterol can get into any part of the body, including the kidneys, the liver, whatever, and cause any problem with any of the organs in the body. It will decrease the damage caused by free radicals in the body. And because it acts as an antioxidant, because it contains vitamins A, D, and E. Wheatgrass will eliminate toxins from your body. It will help you with your digestion. It will boost your metabolism. It will lower, if it boosts metabolism, that means that you can easily burn more fat. It will lower your cholesterol and boost your immunity. It will lower your blood pressure and help with arthritis. What about snow algae? Snow algae grows in a very harsh environment. Snow on the Arctic part of the earth. It will stimulate the production of longevity in SAT6, which is very important to keeping a long life. It will promote cellular defense and energy. Because it is similar to blood structure, it can help you to rebuild and replenish the blood. It is rich in magnesium. And you know, magnesium will give you your body, make your body more alkaline in nature. What that means is that a lot of ailments will drop off naturally. And it also helps you to fight ailments like cancer. It will improve your skin texture and your skin tone without making you to bleach. What are the benefits of snow pea fort? It is the best aid in gastrointestinal problems. You know, we clean everything but our intestine. This will cleanse your intestine, your gastrointestinal system, the colon, whatever. Most of the time, when someone has bad breath, it is coming from the gastrointestinal system, not from the mouth. No matter how much you brush your teeth, if your gastrointestinal system is dirty, the odor will still come out. If you brush 5 times a day, it doesn't matter because you have not tackled the problem at the root. That's the situation with our products. They tackle the problem at the root. They don't just cut the grass, they uproot the whole thing and then get the body in a better way. It will fight to detoxify you, fight infections, treat bad breath, treat skin sores, rejuvenate your skin, boost your immune system, manage your blood sugar and your weight, balance body alkaline acid count. It is excellent for sickle cell anemia. And this is why if someone has sickle cell anemia, by taking these products, such a person will not be having sickle cell crisis anymore. The bone marrow stops producing sickle cells and starts producing oval cells. My first case of sickle cell anemia has gone over a year now without any sickle cell crisis. Second, in fact, the 2 cases used to be so sick, the parents thought they were going to die. My second case started the therapy 31st of December. Before that time, he was having crisis twice, sickle cell crisis twice every month. And each time he got to the health center, he was referred to the teaching hospital at Idiara. About 3 weeks into our therapy, he fell ill slightly and was taken to the health center. As the mother was still saying, why don't you refer us to Luth? The doctor said, the way we are looking at him, there's no problem. Don't worry, madam. There's no problem this time around. And there was no problem. And since then, he has been healed and healthy. And he told me, thank you very much. I don't have any stress anymore. Now, it improves heart health and enhances good cholesterol and cuts bad cholesterol. So if you are fighting cholesterol, you add snow pea fort to your package. Now, how do you take snow pea fort? You don't rush this product. You pour 1 sachet in 50 cl of water at room temperature. By the way, all our products come, you take them at room temperature with room temperature water. You mix thoroughly and sip over a period of 1 to 2 hours. And then take plenty of water in between. But since you're already taking plenty of water because you took double stem cell or crystal cell, that you also do for snow pea fort. Then follow instructions on water intake as originally directed by your physician. Actual Plus, I think I'm getting tired of telling us that we are going to talk about Actual Plus one of these days, but I can assure you this wonder product has 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. It will boost your immunity. And if you are talking about an immunity that is boosted, that cannot be overemphasized. If you have your immunity boosted, you circumvent a lot of problems. COVID-19 came, and we got to know just how important boosting your immunity is. A lot of people died because their immunity was low. When the flu came, flu-like infection came, it brought them down. So what will Actual Plus do for you? It is the best way to boost, strengthen, and strengthen your immune system and recover from any serious ailment. So it is recommended when you are diabetic. In fact, it was actually made for those who are diabetic and those who are recovering from any serious ailment. How do you take Actual Plus? If you are just taking it for the sake of normal body maintenance. You put 5 drops in 50 cl of water at room temperature and mix thoroughly. Take at once. Unlike snow before that you sip, you take this one at once. You do this 3 times daily. 5 drops of Active Plus in 50 cl of water, thoroughly mixed, taken in the morning. Repeat that in the afternoon. Repeat it also in the evening. If you are diabetic, or you are taking care, or you are recovering from a serious ailment, you put 10 drops in 50 cl of water at room temperature, mix thoroughly, and repeat this twice more for the day, in the afternoon and in the evening. The remaining products are the skin cell products, triple stem cell miracle intense essence, and triple stem cell H2O moisturizer. Let's take miracle intense essence, MIE, first. This product is indeed a miracle. It will reduce spots, reduce wrinkles, it give you a better skin texture and skin tone. It will moisturize your skin and make your skin supple, and it will enhance skin vitality. Now, this is something that you should always have around because fire burn, hot water burn, maybe steam or hot water, and cuts don't tell you they are coming. So this should be in your first aid box. If you suffer such a thing, just pick a bottle of this and spray on it. If it is a burn, spray on it, it won't scar and you won't feel the pain. That's so many uses. And if a diabetic has a sore, he sprays this on the outside while crystal cell is working from inside. Eczema, whatever, you apply this product. Now, what about H2O moisturizer? As the name implies, it will recharge your skin and repair your skin, the cells of your skin. The skin is the biggest organ in the body. It's going to help you with anti-free radicals and anti-aging effects against the ultraviolet rays. It is soothing, hydrating, moisturizing, whitening, and to restore your skin. If your skin has been badly bleached before, this product will help you bring out the best of your skin again. It will nourish and brighten and firm up your skin, and then erase fine lines and reduce wrinkles. Now, what we recommend for any health issue or immunity? Snow pea forte is something you start every therapy with. Why? Because it will detoxify you and put your pH in the right condition to make all the other products work in a more efficient way. So snow pea forte, yes. And if someone has cancer or sickle cell anemia, such a person will go on snow pea forte and crystal cell or double stem cell for a longer period of time. Sickle cell anemia, we recommend 6 months of therapy of both snow pea forte and double stem cell or crystal cell taken continuously. So After Plus will help you build your immunity. So almost every health issue we have, snow pea forte, crystal cell or double stem cell, and After Plus. Now, can our products help with B and T cells? Of course, the answer should be yes. But I don't want to be too forward with this. But the fact remains that our product will help you to regenerate every cell in your body, every tissue and every organ. The B cells and T cells are also cells. Whatever we make your body to have its cells regenerated, we also make your B cells and T cells to be regenerated. And we have also seen some scientific proofs that stem cells can make your body regenerate, I mean, to make more cells. So if such can happen with stem cells, then our own plant stem cells ingested will ginger the body into producing all the kinds of cells in the body, including B and T cells, which is why I won't be surprised our products have been working wonders with building immunity against invasion by antigens. That is why we take our products, and no matter what the ailment is, you are helped in a big way. That is the first part of our presentation this evening. Amanka, are you there?
Oh.
Agape 1.
We need to hire on board, oh, I don't know, between 8 to 15.
Okay. At this juncture, we pause a little bit and take some testimonies. So I stop sharing while we take some. That's the first part of the presentation. If there is anybody in the house that has a testimony, we would like to take such a testimony now. So while we're waiting for us to come up with testimonies, I have a few myself. Now, I've taken care of quite a number of people with prostate problem. My fourth, that is the fourth person that I handled, also had insomnia and high blood pressure. When the person introduced him to me, he said he now slept very well. I didn't know what he meant. Not until he told me that he himself now told me that he could not sleep and had developed high blood pressure. In just 2 months, he had thrown away his medications. Blood pressure became normal and symptoms of enlarged prostate gone forever. There's also the case of a man that had a bump on his head for over 20 years. A bump on his head for over 20 years. Now, this must have been due to inflammation. He carried the bump on his head for 20 years. And in just 3 days, one of my associates gave him just Snowfifort and Phytoscience. The bump melted in just 3 days. My associate came shouting at the top of his voice, I just don't know how this happened. 3 days and a 20-year-old bump has melted completely. The man brought another person that had a bump on his head also on a weekend, and the man drove them away. No, come on Monday and see this particular person who introduced the product. I said the man had not even started taking Actor Plus, just Crystal and Snowfifort made the bump melt. You have
fantastic. Yes.
Okay.
Wow. I was briefly just for a few seconds off because I got interrupted with a call, and I was also reminded that my attention was needed here. It's just been an awesome time, and just like I promised, you don't get anything less when the professor and the bishop is addressing us on issues of health and phytoscience. Thank you very much. And when we talk about testimonies with phytoscience, we don't know how far-reaching those testimonies are and why it is important that we give these testimonies. When you give a testimony, you don't know how it's going to impact someone else who is in the same situation or a similar situation. Let me give you this example. About a week and a half ago, I was in the market when one of our partners, someone who had used our products pre-COVID time and had tremendous testimonies. She's someone who had who was a diabetic as well as hypertensive, young woman. You wouldn't know by looking at her until she tells you, because by the time she was using our products, she started talking about how healthy she has become. This was a lady that previously would have spells of malaria that would always land her in the hospital. You know, for most normal Nigerians, I keep telling people that everybody has malaria in their blood at some point or the other. It's only stress that makes it come out. And when you have malaria, you just go and pop your pills. You're in your house. You go and buy the drugs and treat yourself. You don't go to the hospital for malaria. But this lady would have to be admitted in the hospital each time she has malaria, and that was often. But once she started taking her products, that was history. For months, she did not have any episode of malaria. You see, she had this experience, and during the COVID, she came in close contact 3 times. In fact, one of the times she was isolated because they were certain that she was going to get the COVID. She ate with somebody who almost died, and then when they discovered that, oh, that person had COVID, they had to isolate her. But she never came down with the COVID because she was using her products very well. Remember, she had all these testimonies, but she came asking me a week and a half ago that someone just approached her and that the person's wife, whether wife or mother, well, a female person anyway, had kidney problems that made her have a dialysis 3 times a week. It was really severe, and the situation was really terrible, and that she was afraid to administer her products because she doesn't want a situation where they will tell her that it was you that gave something to our mother and now she has died. Remember, she had all that experience. Then I remember that Laji Sekinat's testimony. See, this is why it's important for her to speak out, especially in public. I remember she said someone who was supposed to have undergone a surgery, but the money they gave was too much, and so as a last resort, so they don't see that they're not doing anything, they started using our products, and that she promised that she would come to speak for herself. She was well. So I just reassured her, so go ahead. The worst that can happen is that they say it didn't work. Certainly cannot kill her. And so she was encouraged to begin to give her, I told her to find out what are the conditions. Can she take enough fluid? But if it's dialysis, most likely they won't let her take so much fluid. And so the Snowfield thought it's really essential, and she can give it to her in smaller quantity and probably mix the actual plus in it as well. Incidentally, she said she didn't have actual plus. Anyway, a week after, or a few days after a week, Sunday morning, I got the call. And they said, somebody calling me with a shrill voice, say, Mamanka. In fact, fear struck my heart. I said, as the person died or something, a day after her. And then he said, this is the woman that I gave the products to. For the first time in 6 months, she's in church with me here. And that is after barely a week, for less than a week, I should say, because she didn't start giving her immediately. That she's well enough, she's in church with her here, that she would like to speak with me, that there's some questions she wants to ask. And the lady came on the phone, said, okay, she has one pain on the side here and that, but it was a really thrilling moment to know that you move somebody from the path of a downward trend to death, and you replace and give a hope of life to someone. So if you're here today, I mean, you've heard the detailed composition of what our products do and how they can help your health. Please do not doubt it. It is working, and it will continue to work. Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
Wow.
Wow. Maybe there was one hand up the other time.
Yes, there's a full meet I wanted to share. I think we should let me unmute her.
So while we're waiting for her, I have another testimony. This is about gums. You know, while presenting the other time, I talked about. Fumi is in the house ready? No. There's a testimony on gums.
Fumi, go ahead and.
Okay.
Yes, I've asked her to unmute as well. Fumi, please unmute yourself.
I think she did now. Go ahead.
Which one is in the house?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh, probably the network took her out.
I think that she got kicked out.
Yes, I think
I
the
give a
network took her
testimony
out.
while we are waiting for her.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my former student and colleague in my faculty. This is what she said. I suffered from severe teeth sensitivity for some months. It was a very bad situation. I couldn't take warm water or cold, but warm food or cold food. The pain was triggered by just anything. It could start even at midnight and last throughout the night. My husband and I would stay awake throughout the night. Painkillers could not resolve it. Dentists from both government and private dental clinics didn't have a solution to the problem. I was told I had to live with the excruciating pain, one which surpassed labor pain. The pain was so much I felt it would be better to escape the body. The trial of the Phytoscience products changed my story. The very first day I took it, all the pain disappeared. Now I eat quite well. When you tell a woman that is in her maybe early 40s that she has to live with pain for the rest of her life, she can't eat cold food, she can't eat warm food, and she says it's worse than labor pain, and she and her husband will stay awake throughout the night. In fact, she and her husband initially doubted me, so they had no reason to. But they asked around. They asked other people in my faculty, is it true that this thing can work wonders? So they signed up. And I can assure you in just a day or two, the pain was completely gone. Agape, I'm through with that one. Do you have more in the house?
Wow. Yeah, I was trying to see if I'm not sure if Mama Felicia
I have
is
another one on teeth.
okay. Go ahead.
And here it is. A former student of my department. I hardly can eat meat or fish without pains in my gums. I have removed 3 teeth and I have 2 broken teeth. I do a lot of swallowing instead of chewing since late last year. But now I feel my gums are healthier, no pain or swollen gums. I sometimes feel like eating suya. I hope to try it soon. I had vertigo 2012-13. I lost my body balance as a result. With series of medications and treatment, I regained my body balance. But there's this ringing in my ears since then. I also have this kind of body movement when my heart beats. It's obvious when I hold anything on my left hand. You will notice it. I know the left part of my body to hand make that jerky movement. That was what the vertigo left me with. After taking the product, I can't feel that jerky movement again, but I sometimes still feel the cramp at the back of my head. I know I'll be fine if I continue with the product. Thank you for being there for me, sir. That was 31st of October. The day I wrote this testimony was her birthday, and all symptoms by that time had disappeared, including the cramp. Thank you, Agape. I think Fumi is in the house now.
Fumi, are you ready? Are you back? I can't see her here. See.
Yes, I think Fumi is available now and she has unmuted. Let's give her a chance.
Okay.
Fumi, we are ready for you.
Looks like she got kicked out again.
I think you should continue. Amanka.
Okay, there's a P and K.
Okay.
Maybe yes, we should give him a chance.
Yeah, somebody else is raising their hand.
Yeah, this is P&K. Thank you so much for this wonderful.
Oh, sorry. So sorry. Unmute yourself, P&K.
Done. Can you hear me now?
Thank you. Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. it will not be nice for me to keep quiet without actually sharing this particular testimony because it is mind-blowing. This happened to my mother directly, as in my mother directly. So she's been suffering from this arthritis and general pain all over her body. The pain on her body is not even the regular or familiar one. My mother would say, I'm feeling, it's as if they are pouring pepper on my body. And we've been battling this for several years, coupled with arthritis and her eyes. And we spend a lot of money on it, almost on regular basis. So one of my aunties, she's also part of this particular presentation, has been inviting me for over 2 years. I'm like, Sister Balaji, just leave me alone. I don't want to do any marketing, networking or stuff and all that. She now said, try it now. So I didn't even, most times I don't even listen to her. But I was just sleeping one day. I finished talking with my mother. And the summary of that discussion was that, Kemi, I'm having pain. This pain is too much. I hope this pain will not kill me. I hope this pain will not send me to early grave. And like that really touched me. Because apart from the fact that we spend money almost on quarterly basis, the pain refuses to go. She has been to general hospital, private hospitals, seen so many consultants and doctors. So something just dropped it into my heart. Why can't you just try this Phytoscience product that Sister Balaji have been talking about? And surprisingly to her, when I called her and I mentioned it, she said, are you ready to do it now? I said, I don't know. I just want to try it on mommy. Maybe she can be relieved of this pain. And she now said, let's try it. God will, it will be okay for her. She prayed. And we started. And it was just last month, February 16th. And we bought it and we sent it to her in the village. And lo and behold, between February 16th and yesterday, and I kept on following her up. Mommy, how are you doing? Is that thing working? She would say, I just started, though. I see this pepperish bodies thing that I've stopped, though. Anyway, let's be looking at it. I don't know. I just started. Okay. Mommy, don't worry. Just continue to take it. So the amazing one was yesterday when I now said alpha, and that was like 3 weeks into the February 16th yesterday. That should be around 3 weeks into the therapy. God of heaven, this pain has gone. My mother was now laughing. She was happy.
Wow.
Even when she was praying, she was even, tears were just coming down from her. Mommy, why are you crying? I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to, if not for you. I said, it's not me, it's God, though. In this pain, and we've been battling this way for over 10 years. Honestly, these products, that made me to become an advocate. I am all over places now, mentioning these products. People will be calling me, Sister Kem, I hope they have not hacked your phone. Oh, nobody hacked my phone. No, I am the one doing this because my mother has been blessed through it, and I want other people to be blessed as well. I'm still going to bring mommy to this platform. Believe me, I'm going to bring mommy to this platform so that she come and say it all by herself. I really appreciate everybody. This is fantastic. Phytoscience is working. God bless you all. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Wow. Great.
That was awesome. We have someone else.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was awesome. We have someone else, but the name is not this. I think he's saying Galaxy 820 or something. Yeah. Yes, let me see if I can unmute you.
Good evening, all.
Go ahead. Good evening.
Okay. Sorry, I just have a question. The products, thank you for this presentation. Products seems to be wonderful. I'd like to know if there's a combination of your product that can correct prostate enlargement. Thank you.
Simple.
Easy.
Mama Anka, you gonna handle it?
I believe I can hear Alhaji Sakina's voice. Am
Yes.
I correct?
Yes, my God.
Yes.
Because prostate has been one of the most common testimonies we usually have. Don't worry, Daddy. This is the way out now. Don't worry. Even with our Snoopy Fort and double stem cell or crystal cell, you are good to go. And by God's grace, you will also come here to give us your testimony, sir. By God's grace.
Okay. I believe
Thank
that answers your question, sir. It says double stem cell and Snoopy Fort will handle it. We've had scores of testimonies attesting
thank
to
you.
the efficacy of these two.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
grateful.
So can I take the business part now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Now, here's the marketing plan. Now, you might say, well, I'm not interested in the business angle, but if you take this product and you got some results and they're able to help you, you will feel like telling others because you want the world to be a place with less pain. Whoever suffered pain for just a minute or a few seconds will know what pain is all about. There was one young doctor in Ibadan that time. There was an amputee patient, and he was to be feeding this man cocaine. And he felt this man might develop an addiction to cocaine. So he didn't feed him the cocaine. He called the doctor that hired him, the owner of the clinic, and asked him whether he should feed the man cocaine. And the man said, "You don't know what pain is. Please give him." If someone has pain, the only thing that is on his mind is how he get relief from the pain. And that is what made the man that had and needed this, even though he was told the operation he was going to have on his mind was 20% success, 80% failure, still decided to go ahead with the operation because it gave him a glimmer of hope. So if you're able to alleviate the pain your fellow man experiences, you can either choose to just do it or choose to, well, if you introduce him to the business, tell him about the product. Phytoscience will reward you. And I think we can all do it. A little bit of money. I mean, even if you don't need it ourselves, there's always maybe a nephew, a niece that needs money that we can channel the money. Now, Phytoscience has several ways you can make money. There's the active way you can make money. There's also passive income that you can take advantage of. Active income, first incentive, purchase incentive. If you sign up an individual, you are going to be given some money. And then if two people pair up under your legs, you can make some money too. That's just an overview. There's also a passive way of making money. I'm going to talk more about this as we go on. But before you can become a member of Phytoscience, you want to take advantage of these packages. You can come in as a silver member, and there are 4 ways you can do that. Silver means 2, 1, silver, crystal cell. And if you take a look at the last 3, each of them is 116,100. The first one comes with 6 packs of double stem cell. The next one comes with 5 packs of double stem cell and 1 pack of Snoopy Fort. And the last one comes with 4 double stem cell packs, 1 pack of crystal cell, and 1 pack of Snoopy Fort. You could decide to do gold mix, either gold mix 1 or gold mix 2. That will cost you 558,000 naira, 570. Of course, there's silver CC that is just 87,078. Then gold mix, either one gold mix or gold mix 2, is 558,570 naira. The first one will give you 26 packs of double stem cell and 4 packs of Snoopy Fort. The second one will give you a more broad spectrum of products. Double stem cell, 4 packs of crystal cell, and 4 packs of snow Philfort. Junior Platinum 1, 774,000 naira. Junior Platinum 2 is 825,600 naira. The first one will give you 30 packs of double stem cell, 6 packs of crystal cell, and 4 packs of snow Philfort. Junior Platinum 2 will give you 30 packs of double stem cell, 10 packs of crystal cell, and 4 packs of snow Philfort. You add to that one bottle of actual plus a broad spectrum of our products. Then you can also decide to come in platinum head, 2,300 naira, which is $2,300, which is 1.38 million naira. That will give you 30 packs of double stem cell, 20 packs of snow Philfort, 6 packs of 20 packs of crystal cell, 6 packs of snow Philfort, and 2 bottles of Actra Plus. Or you could just decide to go platinum DS, 105 packs of double stem cell at 1.73 million naira. Now, if you want to come in as a platinum member, and we shall see why you should. You can come in as a silver member, but that's not quite advisable. If you take a look at the gold mix packages, they come at just 58,000 naira, and the products you get are worth about over 750, about 800,000 naira worth of products for just 558,570 naira. That's about 35% discount. You want to take advantage of that. And what's the beauty of the more beautiful thing about it is that it makes you a platinum right away. So you don't need 1.73 million naira to become a platinum. Just 558,517 naira will make you a platinum. And we are going to see why Gold Mix is such a good package, because you can easily form a triangle with it. But if you need more products, of course, you can go for Junior Platinum 1 or 2. But let us see what we mean by our package when you become a member. First purchase incentive, that is the amount of money we give to you or the company gives to you when you sign up somebody. Now, if you are a silver member, we are not going to see why it's not advisable for you to come in as a member on the silver platform. If you sign up a silver, you make $32.85. If you sign up a gold member, you get $88. Platinum, you get $135. Double fortune, you get $86.47. If you are a gold member, you sign up a silver, $32.94. Gold, like you, $177.75. Platinum, $225. And double fortune, $151. If you're a platinum, it doesn't matter how you come in as a platinum, even as a gold mix, which makes you automatically a platinum member. If you sign up a silver, you get a $2.94. Gold, $177.75. Platinum, like yourself, a whopping $450. And double fortune, $225. Now, team development bonus. You want to develop a team. You're not just signing people up, you are encouraging people to sign, people that are on your team to also sign people up, because you want more and more people to get to know about this life-changing product. Now, if 2 silver pay up under you, you get $14.6. If 2 gold members pay up under you, you get $79. If it is 2 platinum, you get $200. 2 double fortune, you get $100. Now, the maximum payout that a silver member can get from team development bonus is $147, which means that for a whole month, they can make $4,411. A gold member can make a maximum of $1,000 in a month. That would be $30,000. If you are platinum, it doesn't matter whether you come in gold mix, double fortune, or full platinum. You can earn in an unlimited way. You're not limited. You are only limited by how much you have built your team, how much you have deepened your team. And if you are looking forward to that, we have a fantastic program that can help you to do that, to help you develop your team, if you are willing to do so. Now, key-in bonus is 3% of whatever package that person signs up. Now, this is available to only platinum members. If you sign up a silver has 23 product points. You get 3% of that, which will be $2.19. If you sign up a gold member, gold is 395 pairing points or product points. You get 3% of that, which is $11.85. If you sign up a full platinum, 3% of 1,000 product points is $30. That's in addition to whatever you earned earlier. Then, if it's double fortune, you get $15.03. But I said earlier, you can get all this if only you're a platinum member. If you're a silver member, you have to look for the next platinum member that can do this for you. Now, direct sponsor matching bonus. Now, suppose Shegun signed up Andrew, and Andrew went ahead to sign up some other people. As far as Shegun is concerned, Andrew is level 1. The other people that Andrew signed up will be level 2. Now, Andrew can sign up, Andrew's signees can also sign up some people. Those ones will be level 3 to man, on and on like that, up to level 10. If you are a platinum member, you can earn up to the 10th level. You know what that means? 2% in so many places. That is, if they sign people up, you also get 2% of the sign-up bonus they get. Of course, this money is not going to be taken from them. It's paid by the company from the coffers of the company. If you're a silver member, you're entitled to only 3 levels. A gold member has entitlement to only 5 levels. A platinum has up to 10 levels. That is, silver can only take advantage of 11%, gold 15%, and platinum 25%. Now, when the silver signed up Booster 8, it was entitled to $93.57 plus $95.43. But because he does not have the capacity to take all that amount of money, he gets only $93.57, while the remaining $95.43 rolled up to the Booster 8 that signed him, the platinum that signed up the silver package. But we put Booster 8 here because Booster 8 is also a platinum. Okay, so if you're Booster 8 or you signed up as a gold mix member, you're automatically a platinum. If you signed up a silver, the silver won't take full advantage of signing up a Booster 8. More than half of the money that you should get goes to the platinum that you are. Now, loyalty, leadership, CTO. CTO means company turnover bonus. You become a member of, well, become a shareholder once you become a diamond. But how do you get to diamond? You have to start, you start from the edge of the ole, which is being made from green flour. Now, moi, elewe, that is the one inside the leaf. You know, the edges are a little bit thin. Now, if you are in 1 star, if you earn $3,000, 2 stars, if you earn $7,000, 15,000 if you earn 3 stars, if you earn $50,000. You are a diamond if you earn $30,000. A blue diamond is someone who has earned $50,000. A black diamond earned $100,000. A crown diamond earned $300,000. A crown ambassador $500,000, and a crown president $1 million. Yes, there are people who have ranked on all these levels. Now, if you are a diamond, you are entitled to a maximum of 2 units per month of the company turnover. The blue diamond is entitled to 3 units maximum. The black diamond is entitled to 4 units maximum. Crown diamond 6. Crown ambassador 8, and crown president a whopping 20 units. Now that could be a lot of money, and it is paid the 1st of January the following year. Now, VIP family account. If you are a seasoned networker, you know that you should secure your 2 legs. So this is you, and you secure your 2 legs. This could be your account. This could also be your account. This could be you, this could be your wife, this could be your child. Whichever way it comes, we call it a family account. Now you will have 3 platinum packages. And this is what you're going to have. You're going to have 3 times $1,735. That will amount to $4,005. Now, because you also you signed these people up, or you signed yourself up on these legs, you are going to get some referral bonus times 2. And then for pairing up under your legs, you also get some pairing bonus. That will give you a rebate of $1,160. But then you could decide to take advantage of the booster package, gold mix, or the other package that is a little bit higher. Again, you form a triangle. You, yourself, securing your 2 legs. What that means is that whoever is under this leg will pass through you twice. Likewise, the leg on the right. When you do this, you are putting your business on a fast tempo. So you are going to progress much faster than having just a single account. And the best thing for you to do is to secure those 2 legs immediately, if you can. If you can't, if for instance somebody else is already signed up on this leg, that means that you can only come up again later. Maybe someone has taken up this one. Now you have to take up a position under the person you signed up. There's also the other leg for him that is not going to pass through your second account ever. Ever going to pass through your second account. So you get pairing points here. You also get pairing points here. This is what we call the VIP account. That is why you should take advantage of the VIP account if you can. Now, each of them costs $853. We have 3 such accounts and you get $2,559 because you sign them up again. You get some pairing, the first incentive bonus, and then the paired up under your legs. You are going to get the pairing bonus. So the total is $2,071, and you got a rebate of $690. The rebate is $487. So in the end, you can see that you saved yourself some money, and not just that, you now created 2 more accounts for yourself that will help you to earn faster. Now, why should you join Phytoscience? We have about 10 years of experience in the networking market. We have our own building that is worth $4 million. We are not owing anybody. We have so many awards, and then we are the world's largest stem cell importers. If you take a look at it, we have a fantastic bonus system for you to take advantage of. We have car incentives. There's one that is running now. If you sign up on whatever we are talking about, you are going to be entitled to a lucky draw. You can win a car, you can win handphones. I've won nothing less than 4 phones already. You can win trips all over the world. And we have a fantastic support system. We have Zoom meetings. If you want us to organize Zoom meetings for your prospects, we're only too glad to do so. It doesn't matter on what part of the globe they are. Even if it is going to be 2 a.m. Nigerian time, you can be sure that such a meeting will be organized. And then we are here to help you make your business succeed, because if you succeed, we also succeed. And more importantly, the whole world succeed, because that means the products are getting to more and more people. And I can assure you, in a short period of time, every household is going to have Phytoscience STEM products within the house. Leadership, and you can see live testimonies. We have seen some testimonies this night, so you can't miss it. This business is for you. Of course, there are also some people that just wish to just sign up and take the products. If someone comes along the way, they tell them they're not going to go out of their way to market. But you never can say, I never thought I could market these products. But I was telling Mama Anka that, look here, Auntie, I don't think I can, I'm not network marketing compliant, but I've gone ahead to be one of the best marketers in Africa through the help of the support system I talked about earlier. We are here. There's a fantastic support system that has been helping whoever has wanted to take this business to another level. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience this evening. Amanka, Are you there, Agape?
Wow. I will never forget. I will never forget that the day. And I called him, and after talking at my heart, he said, first I said, Odine. Odine in my language means what is it all about? What is it? And I finished and I said, is it network marketing? I'm not network marketing compliant. I've wasted, how many million did he say he put in one other network? And that in fact, he barely came out of it, that he had people that he had offended because he took their money and invested in it. And I told him, this one is different. And this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. And in 6 weeks, practically 6 weeks, he made star one. And he has gone on to wow everybody in this network. And so if someone who says he's done network compliant, he is doing this splendidly well with flying colors like this, anybody who wants to has a chance to do very well with this network. Thank you very much for that concise and to the point presentation. We just have a few minutes left, I believe, but someone's hand is raised. Informer's iPhone.
Yes, before,
If you
sorry,
could you,
before that,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here.
Mary Francis is
Oh.
in the house. She had a question since before the business
Okay.
part. Yes, I'm not sure
Okay.
if Mama Slexia is still in the house.
Please, sir, let Mommy Informer talk. She's talking from US. She's one of the people we invited, and we are so glad that she honored this particular meeting. I'm so sorry to budge into the conversation. Please let us also allow her, please. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I sincerely bought into this idea. Yeah, but the membership side is what I have some concerns, because I think one should be able to start little and then grow. There should be a room for growth, not you become a platinum from nowhere. There should be some, some kind of what do I use? You have to test and see first. You'll be satisfied before moving to the next level. So on that one, I have a doubt on that. I don't seem to appreciate that. Secondly, for someone to be a member, you have to buy the product. First of all, use the product so that when you are telling people, you should be I can listen to the testimonies and I will buy through the testimonies. But for me, I have to see it, I have to buy it, I have to make it work for me or somebody that I love. Then I will be able to, like, if you saw the plantain, then I can go in. So there should be a room for somebody to go in first and then work yourself up. Everything said here was excellent, but that of membership is where I have a concern. Thank you for the audience.
You're welcome. Can I let me address that?
Agape, it's a network issue. Okay.
I'm in Illinois.
Illinois? Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
I'm in Toronto, Canada. And for the membership, we have small packages, which Professor addressed. Maybe you missed those. It's like, I think $100 something or $200 for those packages. So you can actually start small. The reason we focus or emphasize on the platinum is because a lot of people who actually started with us with silver, most of them ended up regretting it because they find out that all the effort that they put in along the way could have been maximized if they had started as platinum. So the idea is, because of the effectiveness of the product and the also compensation plan the company has, it only makes sense for you to position yourself correctly. So it's like during the California gold rush in many decades ago, if you were to discover a mine, I'm not sure if you want to use a bucket to pick some gold, or you want to use a truck to pick some. So that's just a lame analogy. But the point is, the company has a fantastic compensation, and I'm not sure if you've experienced or been opportune to speak with someone who have experienced the product firsthand with the awesome testimonies that we have. Why would you want to, kind of cheat yourself, basically? So to answer your question, you can start small, but if you can afford it, it is not to your best interest to do that. I think that answers your question. I'm not sure if that clarifies that.
Agape, can I chip in something?
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you.
You're
Can I chip
welcome.
in something?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, you can also sign up silver. There's a promo. You sign 2 silver. Is it okay? That the promo should be over now. If you sign 3 silver on your left, 3 silver on your right, you become a gold member, but that has to be done within the first 100 days. Now, if you encourage one of the silver on the left to become gold, another one on the right to become gold, you will become a platinum without putting on. But know that you have a race, 100 days for the first one. I think the second one is 60 days or so, or maybe another 100 days. Without that, if you now want to upgrade, you have to upgrade as if you are signing up again as a gold mix member, but you retain your position in the network. Now, let me tell you something about me. I was so skeptical that during the third, I was going to tell Madam Anka that after the third Zoom meeting that I was no longer interested in attending any Zoom meetings anymore. It occurred to me to just Google stem cells. What I saw was so amazing. I stopped whoever was giving that presentation that people have not even set up to 10% of what I read in the last 10 minutes. I'm joining tomorrow. And I joined the following day. The very first meeting I attended, I invited so many people. I created a broadcast list and invited so many people. 20 people attended that meeting, or 20 people would have attended, but only 70 were able to enter the meeting because the meeting maxed out at 100. 70, in fact, some people are now saying that they were like, the prospects were like the unwise maiden in the Bible that did not put oil in their lamps because they did not come in early. My prospects filled the whole house. And that momentum is what has kept me moving up to today. You need momentum. The products work. Don't doubt it, man. The products certainly work. Thank you, Agape.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Okay, Mama Slexia, I'm not sure if you're still in the house. We're hoping you can address Mary Francis' question. Okay. I'm not sure she's there. Okay. I sent you the question.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I think she's in. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes. Hi, grandma, great grandma. Good evening, everyone. How are we today?
Very well.
Good. Hello, yeah. It's been wonderful attending one of your classes. I'm sure at the end of each of your sections, all of us that have been attending judiciously must have backed for ourselves a doctorate degree. Because the precision with which you take the classes, I marvel. I'll be like, okay, we are in another class, and the what will I say now? The no long shouting like Alex does. You're just taking it calmly, the way you sit comfortably. I begin to envy. I'm like, can I really sit down like this very quietly?
A full anatomy.
He's the professor.
It's a full anatomy. Yeah.
I'm sure at the end of each of these presentations, please, we need our certificate. We need to buy a degree, Pico. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Thank you so very much. Please, what's the question we have in the house? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Yes, yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, should you read it out? Please do. Okay, the question goes, Thank you, Prof. God bless you, sir. Please, I'm handling a case of epilepsy seizures for a 14-year-old girl. Her seizures increased with only snowfield, cough, and double stem cell after the first month. IIQ was added and actual plus. No improvement. In fact, the seizures increased and seriously bad. She's into her 3rd month now. Please, what do I do? I'm worried sick, lest she cures terrible injuries.
Okay, who is it coming from? Who is it coming from?
The question is from Mary Francis. Am I correct?
Yes.
Is that correct? Yeah, Mary Francis.
Is Mary Francis in the house?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Good evening.
Who is your sponsor?
Juanita, 20.
Okay. To her, have you spoken to her about this?
Yes, we've been on it together.
Who again have you spoken to?
I was able to speak to Dr. Jaffet.
Okay. Because I've encountered a lot of will I say Miss, I don't know how to place it. I'm trying to be careful who I answer their questions this time. So if you have spoken to Anita, I think, but I will try and be a grant sponsor and answer this question, but I am trying to really be very careful. I'm sure Madam Anka knows what I'm talking about. But for the sake of this night, please can we take the person, the child is 14 years old, and I feel the child's brain, seizures are some electrolytes in that brain. Let's take out everything we have started. For a 14-year-old, we have taken too much. Let's take out everything and start only IIQ once daily. Let's start that for now. Take out of everything. The tax on that brain is getting too much for her to handle. If you have encountered someone who had EEG done, you will know what seizures and epilepsies are. So let's take her out of everything on daily. If the person can repeat EEG in this period, ask what's the result. The doctor will definitely tell them if the sparks are getting high or they are reducing. Please, let's just work on that brain. Remove double stem cell, remove snowfort, remove Actio+, just one IIQ every day. Let's see what happens. Please, I am kind of interested in this despite all what the restrictions I am.
Sorry. Hello, Slesia. Sorry, I was thrown out. I just came back in.
Okay.
One IIQ daily. Just one IIQ daily. Take out every other thing, and let's see if the sparks in the brain can come down.
Okay,
and
so
if you will tell the family to go through EEG, maybe after 2 months. IIQ, one pouch daily, just one daily.
Okay, nothing more, right?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We're hearing you, man.
Yes, let's do just IIQ. Take out double stem cell, take out snowfall, take out Actio+, one IIQ daily. After a while, let the family go for EEG. Let's see what the spark is like. I hope that is quite helpful. But please, next time, get in touch with BC, okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
And let me know what their suggestions are.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Any further questions? Thank you.
No other question. Thank you. That was excellent.
Thank you so very much.
I just knew you were the right person to ask. You would know. Thank you.
think that about done it already. I don't see any more raised hands, so I guess, Mama Anka, we should wrap up.
Okay, I actually thought I had been locked out, or maybe my network had gone off. I've just been barely able to hang on here. My battery lifeline is very, very short. Thank you so much, everyone. You've been here. It's been one long, beautiful, enlightening session. I want to appreciate all of our leaders, our mentors, our trainers that have stuck on here. Obviously, you've just been awesome. I even see my grandma, the great-great-grandma of many of you here, Soft Mind, she's been here. And when you have people who are just flanking you here and giving you the support and showing that they're just like Prof said, we have a great support system. You don't have any doubts. You are just relaxed, knowing that you have support all around. Financial support, emotional support, and then the mental support. And what have we here as well? The academic support. It's a great place to be in. You've heard about what the products can do. You've also heard about how you can earn. Please let us latch onto this. Let us move and let us do great. Thank you so much, everyone. We have really stayed on longer than the time we should. Otherwise, I would have asked one or two people to speak, but that we would reserve for another time. Prof, well done. Agape, thank you. Susie, if you're still there, thank you. Obvious, God bless you. Soft Mind, thank you. So many people to greet here. Is the largest here, Actual Life. So many. Professors, doctors, and all of you in here, people from Canada, from the US, please, if I don't mention your name, do not be offended. Ogechi, I see you. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great night rest.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Prof. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you from Canada, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, sir. God bless you, Prof. We love you. Thank you, sir.
Love you too.
Thank you, Flexia. Thank you for today. Thank you for always.
Thank you, Mommy Flexia. We love you. Thank you for always being there.
Thank you. Thank you all. Agape, God bless you all. Nice presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Agape.